Hello, everyone. My name is Nate Bickford. I am a professor here at American Public University, and I'm excited to talk to you about a class, EVSP628, which is Global Environmental Change. Global environmental change is a pretty fully encompassing class. There's a lot of global changes. Of course, a lot of times when we hear global change, we're thinking climate change, which definitely is something we're covered. But there's a lot of different changes that are going on in our environment. Some of them driven by natural processes, some not so natural processes. And so this is a really interesting and exciting class. I would say that climate change, can be, overarching controls of a lot of changes, but there's things like, ozone depletion, desertification, pollution, biodiversity loss. These are all all going together, and they can all affect human health. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if you are, a business person, an environmentalist, a conservationist, or whatever. Climate change or global environmental changes are really important concepts that we have to talk about, because at the end of the day, they're going to affect human health. And in this class, we'll examine these changes. We'll look at what happens, what's the impacts of these changes. If the water comes up in the ocean, right? So we have we lose land. What does that affect, right? So there's some prediction in there, and it's pretty exciting. It's really neat stuff. We'll talk about policies and decision making, and where do we go next. But a lot of this is really looking at what are our outcomes and what are our solutions. And it's a pretty exciting class because we can see these changes going on around us every day. So we have some great course outcomes. Part of those are driven by what we're expecting in the class, but also what tools that we can give you so you can go out and solve some of these problems, right? Evaluating the effects. So you got to evaluate what the effects, you got to predict what those effects are going to be, and then identifying solutions. And all of these outcomes are, again, tool sets for you to go out into the field and solve problems, be a problem solver. And that's one of the most exciting parts of a class like this, is that I can introduce problems. I can introduce situations that we're having in the world, and we get ingenious people with different perspectives to get together to solve the problem. And there's a lot of power to that, and it's pretty dang exciting. And this class gives you tools that you can go out and tackle almost any problem, whether it's problems with the water table to problems with biodiversity. And so it all goes together, and it's a neat opportunity. There's no prereqs. I think it would be good to have kind of a basic understanding of climate change. You don't have to know everything. And then I also think that understanding the effects of land use on the ecosystem can be pretty important. If you have row crops, what are the overall effects of that versus urban centers or something like that? Now, not a whole lot of detail, but I think it could be really useful. Either you've had landscape ecology or you will have landscape ecology, but I think these classes that kind of go well together. I love this figure, right? Because the world is turning, things are happening, there's feedback loops, and all of this stuff comes together. In the middle of it is the health, and whether that's human health, environmental health, world health, whatever it may be, I think that's an important concept to hold in the center, right? This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to make things healthier. And so I think you guys will enjoy this class. It's a really neat class. I hope that I'm the one teaching it when you take it. If not, you'll get a great teacher, and I hope to see you in a different class. But have a great day, have a great night, and I wish you the best.